Hey, Mr. Stan 913 here. We're taking the Rugosa Lobster Tour. It's an hour tour showing us how they catch lobster. Plus sightseeing, we think. So we'll see what this is like. We are boarding at, I think it's 10:30 we start. And then we head out that way. Still staying at the resort. Right now it's 70 some degrees, supposed to get up to 79. It's gonna be a little cooler when we get out to the water. So we have some jackets and some sweaters just in case. Okay, and this is August. You zoom in, pause, you can see the phone number. Actually, the hotel does, the resort does at the front desk have information. You can book at the front desk. We booked ahead of time, 2 weeks before this. We're gonna board soon. Come on and join us. So now we're on the boat.
All right, we got 20. We're supposed to have 20.
We're supposed to have 20, and here we go.
All right, so since everyone's here, let's get started. My name is Michael. I'll be the captain today. I'm off the principal degree at the University of New England, which is Wicked Slack. Basically, what we do is we'll go out on the river, we'll point out the sites on either side of the river, we'll go out in the ocean, we'll pull a lobster trap, we'll off the mile. All right, life jacket here. I have some more underneath the compartment here. Fire breathing lobster. These have stuffers, so I wouldn't put anything underneath the seats here. Yeah.
Just going over safety instructions. We're going to go out towards the river and then we're going out into the ocean. So it should be a little rough. We'll see. They gave us these pressure points so that you don't get seasick. And they're putting them on these kids.
You'll be fine.
So we're casting off right now. Got some youngsters right here. Other family members on here.
All right. Good morning. Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me in the front?
Yep.
Excellent. Welcome aboard the Rugosa. So right now, we're on the Kennebunk River, and all of the land to the left, or the port side of the boat, is Kennebunkport, and all the land to the right, or starboard, is Kennebunk. So they're two separate towns split by the river. And we're in what we consider the commercial portion of the river here. If you look up the river, the boats get bigger and shinier, and as we go down the river, we're going to go by a bunch of lobster boats, which is great for us.
So we're getting a good shot of the resort right here.
As we travel down, I'll call your attention to the shape of the boat first. The hull or the body of the boat, just like the Rugosa, is nice and wide and low and open in the back or the stern. And then the front or the bow is tall and pointed. And that's called a prow bow. And that is to help cut through the waves we have here in the North Atlantic, which we won't have to worry about today, but it's helpful. So looking at these boats over here, you can see on the roof of each boat, there is a, oh, I don't see one on this boat right here. There should be. On the roof of most of these boats, there is a brightly colored styrofoam buoy that's displayed. Each lobster boat is an owner-operated business. So the lobsterman is the captain, has the lobstering license, is the only one that can use the equipment, and gets to pick the buoy color and pattern. So each of these is different, you see. I don't know where theirs is. There usually is one. So there's a green one over here, orange and yellow over here. So this is ours. We have one of these mounted on our roof as well. And the reason that they're mounted on the roof is so from a distance, when you're hauling your traps, people can see that the traps that you're hauling, that those buoys match the one on the roof. So there's never any question about people hauling each other out here. Ship them all over the world, or just bring them to the restaurant.
So we're headed down the inlet right here, so we're going to be heading out soon. So this is Kennebunk on this side. This is Kennebunkport. Both towns are separated. This is the galley where they bring the lobsters in. She's explaining how it all goes.
That is floating on the surface of the water, and then bring the line up over the block on boats, all ropes are called lines. The line over the block and into the pot hauler, at which point you will turn it on, and those two discs squeeze together and spin, and that hauls the trap up from the seafloor very quickly. There are two circular openings here and here, and these are called the heads, and this is where the lobsters go into the trap. It's also where they can just turn around and leave from the trap. The University of New Hampshire did a study a few years back where they put a bunch of cameras on a bunch of lobster traps and just watched the lobsters go in and eat and leave all day and all night. Little scuffles of lobsters outside the trap trying to get in. But if you think about it, it's really good that there's an exit, because if you could only get in and not get back out, you'd end up with like one big lobster and lots of little lobster pieces in there. So here on the top we have a bungee latch to get in.
She's going over
There's
the
a
lobster trap
door
right
on the
now.
top. And this one has two
Very
compartments.
informative on
So the
how
first compartment is called the kitchen, so that's where the food is.
where the food is
so
in the
this
kitchen.
is a bait bag, and it's tied in here, quite tightly, on this little latch. And so this bag would be full of what we call soft bait, which is whole fish. And usually it's salted herring. You might hear pogies or menhaden. Those are herring. And the fishermen go out and catch the herring and then bring them back and salt them down and store them in those big blue barrels that you often see around wharves, and up at Government Pier too. And then the fishermen buy the bait from the heads and bones of fish after the
Comes
meat
the
is
trap
sold.
coming in right now.
So the second compartment here is called the parlor. And when the lobster traps haul, the lines are attached on the kitchen side and tipped in the water like this, and the lobsters that are eating the kitchen fall into the parlor and then come up into the boat. This one has wooden rails on the bottom too to help slide over the edge of the boat and to keep it from getting sucked down into the mud, if it's not muddy mud.
He's got one.
Alright. And there's where it comes. The water's probably going to come across the deck here, so watch your shoes.
That's why I wear Crocs.
Perfect. So where I'm holding this lobster is the only place you can hold a lobster where they can't reach you with their big claws. And once they're a little bit smaller, they almost reach you, but you still have to be careful with it. We do have a very strict thing getting picked by lobsters who are on the boat. So I expect everyone to follow that.
She's showing the banding tool right now.
So this stretches right over. Yeah. Doo-doo. Buoys.
Yeah.
It's like looking out. Between the small
really hard to find.
Yeah, blue would be a bad color for buoys.
A dark blue.
Yeah, dark blue, dark gray. Gray is out. You'll never see it again. They get black, not good either.
Do they only allow some?
So the way that the lobster fishery is regulated, there's no catch limit on the lobsters, but there's a size limit, and once we get some, I'll show you. And each lobsterman can have up to 800 traps. But once you have your traps, and as long as all your lobsters are within the legal size, as many as you can catch is just fine. So our boat, like all other lobster boats, has a metal cage around the propeller, because you can see, like, sometimes we go right over our line. It's not the case with all of the recreational boats that are out here that are zipping around all over the place. So there is a problem with loss of lobster gear because the lines get cut. The ropes or lines are all sinking lines, being that they're heavier than water. So when the buoy, or if the buoy gets cut off, the rope will sink to the line. It's not ideal, but it's definitely better than having it float around on the surface.
What's the furthest they go out into the ocean?
So lobsters go out 100 miles. Like they can just keep going and going. Oh hey, we got some lobsters. And I'll tell you about that in a little bit. Alright. There we go. That's a nice pressure claw on this lobster. Yeah. Yeah. So this has lobster, this is a lot of lobster. When they get to be legal size, which this one I'm not sure if it's quite there yet. But let's get some bands on it.
This is the
is
gauge.
3
She's
1/4
showing us the size lobster that they can keep. The gauge
is 5.
tells them the size if they're allowed to, it's a keeper or not.
And so a lobster, for it to be a keeper, has to have a carapace length. So from the back of the eye socket to the end of the shell, from there to there, has to be at least 3 1/4 inches. That is unusual to find a crab that big at the beach. There has been, just over the last couple days, I think the full moon was Tuesday. When there's a full moon, the tides are more extreme here. And so you're going to get a lot more water moving in, and then a lot more out, and then a lot more in. And so stuff that is further out does tend to come up.
Kids are asking a lot of questions here. This is really a good tour for kids.
So I'm gonna put this guy back because I don't want to put him in with the other lobsters with his new little claw. Did everybody get a good look? All right.
Say goodbye. See ya.
Yeah, you don't say I'm not a lobster. It's up to you. And then stop squeezing and then
So
just
the kids get a chance to put the band
spin
on,
it
and
without
they're going to
squeezing
let
so
us
you're not
be able
stretching the band
to
anymore.
pull some of the.
Just twist it, yeah, just twist. Just, just a smooth twist. There you go. There you go. Very nice.
Female molts every 2
He's
years,
going
but
over
she needs
the,
that extra year for egg reproduction.
reproduction
So
of
if anyone wants to get a closer
the
look at the
lobster.
small line that goes
He's going over the
there,
reproduction of
there,
lobsters.
back there. This is the fourth part when they're molting. From here, there. See, it goes from there, there. There's a line that goes from here all the way to the back. You see it? It's a small line that goes from there, there, here, here. It's a small dark line. So what happens is the female, she looks out for the biggest bad male lobsters out there because she knows that big bad male will protect her when she's the most vulnerable. How they know this, the Woods Hole Institute down in Massachusetts put 5 lobsters in a tank, and at the end of a 12-hour period, 4 of them were cowering in a corner, and one of them was a dominant male. And that was the one all the ladies seemed to like. So what she'll do is in the wild, what she'll do is she goes down and finds that big bad male. She goes up to him, she injects her chemicals in the water, which he can pick up with his small, his nose, I believe right here. And that tells the male lobster that she's not there to fight him, she's there for mating, and it makes him very docile. Figure that out, huh? So after they do a little dance, check each other out, maybe listen to Frank Sinatra or something like that to get in the mood, the female will take her claw and she'll pop the top of the head of the male lobster. And he knows that's time for him to go to the head of the lair, den, burrow, whatever she's using for a home now, to start protecting her. And what she'll do, she'll go back to the gut back part of the den, and she starts taking water into her body, and she expands so much pressure under her new shell that the old shell will pop wide open like a Ziploc top. And from that, she can pull her claws out, her body out, and her tail out. By doing that, then she pushes her shell off to one side, and that's what she's going to be eating for the next couple of weeks while she develops her new heavy shell, because she's too vulnerable to go out into the water and she can get picked off by it.
So this is where former President Bush resides here in Maine, which they call the compound.
It's all equal share. It's all equal.
So they're letting the kids throw the lobsters back. They had 6 lobsters to throw back, so they're allowing 6 kids to throw the lobsters back. They don't keep these lobsters, they throw them back. And we're headed back in now to the inlet right here. This is the inlet right here. And we're headed back in. Highly recommend this tour. And there's people on the end right here. Now we're all getting off the boat. This was great. So that was Rugosa Lobster Tours. It's a great tour. I highly recommend it. Check them online. Book early. It was a fun time. So this is Mr. Stan 913. If this is your first time watching, welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe. If you'd like to receive future notifications, hit the bell. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Kennebunkport, Maine. Beautiful day. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.